Hello and welcome. I'm a hotel AI expert with extensive experience in modern hospitality operations and performance support, and I am so pleased to welcome all you students of Europe Hotel School to your online learning journey. We're really looking forward to supporting your professional growth in the industry. Let's just dive right into this explainer. It's designed to give you a highly structured, super practical understanding of real hotel operations at the highest level. Today, we're going to explore the profound digital transformation that has completely changed how guests discover, evaluate, and actually book hotels in today's globalized market. Here is a quick look at what we'll be covering in this explainer today. Section 1, the digital hospitality landscape. Section 2, operational mechanics and systems. Section 3, the OTA strategic advantage. Section 4, challenges of third-party distribution. And finally, Section 5, professional best practices.
All right, let's jump right into Section 1, the digital hospitality landscape, which focuses on the global engines of visibility. Now, we all know that a hotel's direct website is its digital flagship, right? But we really have to be objective about the reality of today's market. Online travel agencies, we're talking about platforms like Booking.com, Expedia, and Agoda, they are the absolute global engines driving occupancy right now. They've evolved way beyond being just simple directories. They are these sophisticated, dynamic marketplaces that influence literally every single step of a traveler's journey. By acting as these powerful intermediaries, they bridge a massive gap between your local hotel inventory and millions of potential guests all over the world. And their main value proposition to the consumer? It's comparison shopping. They aggregate thousands of completely different properties into one seamless interface. This lets travelers instantly filter by price, exact location, the amenities they want, and verified guest ratings. So for you, as a modern reservation professional, this makes these platforms an incredibly powerful ally when you're trying to hit those target occupancy rates. Okay, so this is where it gets really interesting. Have you ever heard of the billboard effect? Extensive research has highlighted this super distinct pattern in consumer behavior. A lot of prospective guests will actually discover your property while they're just browsing around on an OTA. But instead of booking right then and there, they bounce. They navigate away and go straight to the hotel's own direct website. Why? Usually to get more detailed information, look at higher resolution photo galleries, and honestly, often to book directly with you. Because of this well-documented phenomenon, you can essentially view an OTA as this massive, heavily funded global marketing department that's operating on your behalf. And the absolute best part about this dynamic, they only charge you when they deliver a specific confirmed booking.
Moving right along to Section 2, operational mechanics and systems. Let's look at the digital data exchange. To really understand how a modern hotel functions, we have to look under the hood at the technological infrastructure. Obviously, hotels aren't out here manually emailing OTAs every single time a room gets sold or someone cancels. That will be a total operational nightmare. Instead, this whole relationship relies on a very sophisticated piece of software known as a channel manager. You can think of it as a real-time translator and distributor. Here's how it works. Step 1, a guest clicks book on a platform like Expedia. Step 2, that OTA instantly fires off a notification to your channel manager. Step 3, the channel manager immediately talks to your hotel's internal property management system, or PMS, which automatically deducts that specific room from your available inventory across all your connected channels. And finally, Step 4, the guest gets an instant verified confirmation. And when your revenue agent decides to strategically update a daily rate, this whole process just happens in reverse. It pushes the new, optimized rate out to all the connected OTAs globally in a matter of seconds. This seamless real-time sync is literally the only way to manage modern distribution without constantly dealing with the threat of overbooking.
Which brings us to Section 3, the OTA strategic advantage. Let's talk about leveraging that third-party reach. It's absolutely crucial to recognize the immense specialized value these global platforms bring to the table. It goes way beyond just filling an empty room. First off, think about the financial scale here. These are multinational corporations spending billions of dollars every single year on search engine optimization, targeted digital marketing, and massive global ad campaigns. They give you a level of immediate international reach that an independent hotel could literally never afford to build from scratch. On top of that, they act as massive aggregators of verified social proof. In a hyper-competitive market, having a consistently high rating on a major OTA builds instant trust with an international traveler who might never have even heard of your brand before. When you combine that established trust with instant booking confirmation, multilingual customer support, and highly secure payment processing, you're giving a traveler from the other side of the planet the unshakable confidence they need to book a stay in a foreign country.
Let's transition to Section 4, challenges of third-party distribution. Because as we know, this global reach certainly comes at a cost. So what's the catch? Well, the most immediate, tangible challenge you're going to face as a professional is the remarkably high cost of commissions. For every single booking you secure through one of these external platforms, your hotel is typically going to pay anywhere from 10 to 25% of the total booking value right back to the OTA. That is a substantial, margin-eroding operational cost. As future revenue leaders, meticulously managing this massive expense while keeping your property's occupancy high is going to be one of the most critical and honestly complex balancing acts you'll perform every single day to protect your bottom line. And compounding that financial challenge is the strict contractual pressure of something called rate parity. If you haven't heard of this, the vast majority of OTA distribution agreements include a rate parity clause. This legally binds and contractually requires the hotel to offer the exact same public retail rate on the OTA as they do on their own proprietary direct website. Basically, this mechanism completely prevents you from just undercutting the third-party platform's price to naturally drive those global guests to book directly with you. So to succeed here, you have to get a whole lot more strategic. But perhaps the most significant long-term challenge is the ongoing battle for the primary guest relationship. It is a classic double-edged sword. Look at it this way. When a guest books through an OTA, the platform effectively owns that valuable relationship until the very second that guest physically walks through your doors and checks in at the front desk. To protect their core asset, the OTA intentionally gives the hotel a permanently masked email address and severely limited personal data prior to arrival. If a guest strongly associates their smooth, seamless booking experience with the OTA rather than with your specific brand, well, they are much less likely to become a repeat, fiercely loyal direct booker with your property in the future. Finally, we've arrived at Section 5, Professional Best Practices. Let's break down the balanced distribution strategy. As hospitality professionals, you really need to view OTAs as an incredibly powerful volume driver, while actively using targeted tactics to convert those acquired guests into direct bookers for their next stay. There are really 4 pillars to a balanced strategy here. First up is content excellence. You need flawless, ultra-high resolution photos and meticulously accurate descriptions. This guarantees maximum conversion when guests are out there comparison shopping. Second is professional review management. You have to aggressively protect your digital reputation by responding to both the glowing and the critical reviews with incredible speed, professionalism, and grace. Third, we have analytics utilization. You need to leverage the incredibly rich, granular data these OTAs provide so you can deeply understand your market demographics. Are you pulling in corporate domestic travelers or international leisure guests? And lastly, he must master incentivizing directness. Remember that rate parity constraint we just talked about? Since you literally cannot lower the public room price, you have to thoughtfully offer exclusive value adds for your direct bookers instead. Think about strategic enhancements like complimentary breakfast, a guaranteed early check-in, or a premium welcome amenity, things they simply cannot get when booking through the OTA. So as future leaders stepping out into the hospitality industry, I really want to leave you with this provocative question to think about. How will you execute these strategies to strike that perfect balance between global visibility and direct guest loyalty? Because ultimately, that is how you maximize profitability at your property. The digital landscape is undeniably complex. There's no way around it. But with the right operational knowledge and a really refined strategic mindset, you can absolutely turn these platforms into your greatest competitive asset. Thank you so much for joining this explainer, and we look forward to continuing to passionately support your journey in the dynamic world of hospitality.